let's be honest. The Honest Company sucks. And the YouTubers on YouTube who keep pumping this stock ain't very honest either. There's a whole lot of dishonesty going on regarding the Honest Company stock. And it's getting outrageous because I have no idea why anybody in God's name would invest in this horrible, garbage, trash, pathetic stock. It's getting annoying. Now, let me say a few things. This is in direct response to Jeremy, who keeps pumping the Honest Company. This is not in response to anybody else. I'm only talking about Jeremy. The reason why I'm only talking about Jeremy is because this guy gets on here. You know what? I ain't got to explain myself. Let's get right onto this video. So let's go ahead and look at these trash earnings because good grief, this company stinks. Stinky. Company is horrible. Let's go ahead. So the Honest Company reported bigger than expected loss, miss on sales, and they reported guidance below consensus. I mean, good grief. Their earnings report was an absolute disaster. So the company saw a wider than expected quarterly loss, and this is mostly because of this right here. It is because of that right there. So it is because they had a steep drop in sales of their mask and their sanitizing products. And this is reflected here under the health and wellness section. You can see right here. This is in thousands, I believe. So this will be 14 million. So 2020, they brought in 14 million. Obvious reasons. The pandemic was at the height. And the pandemic starts to slow down a little bit. Revenue's not looking so hot. Their revenue is going to be even worse for 2022, by the way. I want to point that out. I want to make sure you guys fully understand that their revenue is definitely going to be lower than this 4 million because the pandemic is pretty much over. You know, everybody's over it. The news media doesn't really talk about it anymore. And honestly, the cases have just gone down. So don't expect that category to go up any higher. I mean, I'm just being honest here, not trying to be bogus or trash the stock. I'm just telling you the honest truth. And I always tell you guys the balance sheet normally tells you, I'm sorry, I always say that. The income statement, the income statement and the balance sheet, but the income statement tells you everything you need to know. They also said that they will have lower sales in the current quarter. And they said that they will increase their prices. You can see that right here in order to offset rising costs and inflation. And says here, we'll be increasing the price. And it doesn't matter in my opinion, because my thing is, you can increase your prices all you want. I mean, it works for somebody like Netflix because there's demand. But if nobody's buying your freaking products, again, let's go back and look at that revenue. If nobody's buying your freaking products, I mean, who cares? Like, just look at this. I mean, has their stuff increased a little bit? Yeah, they went from 20 million here to 26 million in skin and personal care. The diapers and the wipes, 42 million to 49 million. Okay, it's increased a little bit, but it's not really increasing that much where I would say that people are really buying their products. And what's making me say that, this right here, look at their revenue. Their revenue only increased by 3%. So, I mean, honest, you guys can increase your freaking prices all you want, but at the end of the day, your revenue is only growing 3%. I mean, nobody's buying that crap. Like, it's just not a good company. I'm sorry. It's just not. Get out. Stop buying this trash. Stop listening to Jeremy Financial Education. You're going to lose your money. Let me show you another thing. This is a huge reason why the stock tanked so bad in after hours. I mean, this is horrible. So the Honest Company guided for their first quarter, and they guided for their revenue to drop 15% year over year for its first quarter revenue. Jesus Christ. That is horrible. They also said that they expect a full year 2022 gross margin to be roughly flat compared to the full year 2021. For those who don't know, gross margin is basically the percentage of a company's revenue that they pretty much get to keep after you subtract things like labor, cost of goods sold, and things like that. It's like the expenses. Once you subtract the expenses, that's the percentage of the company's revenue that they actually get to have. And they're telling you right now that is pretty much going to be flat. That is not good. Go down here to adjusted EBITDA. Full year 2022 adjusted EBITDA is expected to be a loss of approximately negative 5 million to negative 10 million, which includes an expectation of approximately negative 10 million of adjusted EBITDA in the first quarter. I mean, I just don't understand, guys. Like, I really don't get it. And I'm just being honest. Out of all the good companies in the stock market, why would you pick this one? What's special about this company? Jessica Alba? Is that it? Because I really didn't see anything good. I mean, this is just not a good company. Let's pull up that young Seeking Alpha. Let's let the chart do the talking. Wall Street already told you what it is with this stock. Wall Street already told you. What is this? HNST? Didn't they IPO at like $20 or something? Look at that. Oh my goodness. Company freaking IPOs at like $18. And look at this chart. All the way down to $4. This is a terrible company. Now, just because the stock drops a ridiculous amount doesn't necessarily mean that it's over with. I will give you that. But this company ain't looking too good. I'm sorry. 3% revenue growth for a low cap growth company. Oh, big whoop. What a great stock to own. It just isn't it, guys. It's just not it. Like, share, subscribe.